Okay. Alright, sorry, you can't even see me there. So this is kind of a change of pace for the channel. Put that to the side. But I've introduced a new, I guess I've started a new chapter, I could say. It's official, I have the LLC up and running. Yay, awesome. Now it's time to continue, right? To keep up, or come back, I should say, with consistency and kind of add a little more depth to the channel, a little bit about myself and what I do, and hopefully grow the brand, grow the channel in the process, as well as my presence on social media. So it all started with, this was a long time ago, fitness. The channel was about fitness, even about my diet and keto at the time. And then it went on to turn into photography because I had no clue that I was even this much into photography or making vlogs. I had no interest in that whatsoever. I feel like that's just not fun. I'm not about that life. And then I came across this channel from Peter McKinnon. I don't know if you know who that is. And yeah, I like completely changed my mind about photography, about vlogging, everything, and so now we're here. That said, the latest thing being added to the channel, and also you can find it on Spotify and even Apple Podcasts, is the podcast. It's called Coffee Break. So this will be added into a whole new playlist called Coffee Break, which you can watch on the channel, and you can listen to again on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever podcasts are available. So in just a moment here, I'll be connecting up another mic to my phone so I can just upload it directly. So if you notice, that's what I'm doing, fumbling here, shuffling with my hands. That's something that's being added to the channel. So some new podcasts. The podcast itself is called Coffee Break. And you're right, it's all about coffee. Excuse me, it's all about coffee, career, and confidence. So I love coffee. I have coffee every day. My wife's the one who really introduced me and got me into coffee. And then in terms of career, we'll talk about the channel, photography, career in terms of development, growth, and then confidence too ties into development and growth or experiences you have, and how they help you learn, whether you're overcoming adversity, having an experience, and learning from that. So I'll be sharing my journey when it comes to that. So, sorry, I'm setting up the Boya, really good wireless microphone, by the way. But I'm setting it up just right now so I can get started with the podcast here. I can upload it directly. So like I said, that's the reason you see me shuffling around. Came with this cool little case. I love it. Even has a little shotgun mount for the camera. But I have a Rode mic on the camera here. Anyway, so yeah, that's the latest addition to the channel, to the brand, and to help me stay consistent and kind of keep things fresh so I don't get bored. Well, not bored, I should say that's the wrong word. So I don't get burnt out and lose creativity when it comes to making videos for the channel, whether it's a vlog about photography or just in general the work that I do with photography and for the channel too. Because yeah, the burnout is a thing. A lot of people experience it. And it's not just in channel or being a content creator. I think in anything you can experience burnout to a degree, whether it's in your career, your passion, your business, even your relationship. If you don't switch things up, mix it up a little bit, you get stagnant, you get complacent. And not that it's a bad thing to be happy with, content with what you have or where you are, but you do have to mix it up. Try to learn new things, try to do new things, try to do other things aside from just your passion to get, so you don't get bored. Excuse me, wrong word there. So you don't get bored, and that should help out. Hold on, I have this microphone inside out. That podcast would have sounded like the inside, like the inside of my shirt, because it was on the inside of my shirt. Okay, so that's ready, and you're gonna hear it start off in just a moment. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, new to the podcast, welcome to Coffee Break. I'm your host, Jorge Padilla, photographer, business owner, entrepreneur, as well as an employee for a major corporation. So sharing a little more about my journey and my passions. Coffee Break, the podcast as well. It's available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, but also on the YouTube channel under Jorge Padilla. But we talk about coffee, career, and confidence. Just as I mentioned earlier on the start of this video, for those listening, you can actually find a recording of this and a video of this specific episode on my YouTube channel, and then of course the podcast available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So today we're diving into career and confidence, specifically and in particular, about how to avoid burnout, how to maintain your sense of creativity, especially being a content creator, and sharing my personal experience with it. So first, and for those watching on YouTube, this is the first for the channel, I start with coffee. Before we get into business, we must have coffee. Now, I'm recording this episode at, 6:30 p.m. So I've already had my 2 cups of coffee for the day, but today was a Starbucks day. I had a toasted white chocolate mocha. It was so good. It was delicious. My wife had another one too, and coffee is just hands down. But if you want to start your day right, you gotta have coffee. Moving on. So, how to avoid creativity and burnout. So first, you got to talk about what the passion is. For me, is being a content creator. Not only do I post to YouTube and the podcast for Coffee Break, I'm a photographer, video editor. I have my own business as well set up and running. But also I post to other platforms and social media. Specifically, more consistently, I post on TikTok. That said, and I experienced this lately, I came to a point where I had a sense of burnout, or I lost my sense of creativity because it's all I was doing. Like just posting at least twice a day, making the videos, thinking of ideas, going out and making those ideas come, to life, or bringing them to life, I should say. And I did get burnt out. What worked for me, at least, is doing things differently. And this wasn't on purpose. I had to learn this the hard way. And I'm very fortunate. My wife is the one who got me to do different things. And what I mean by that is this. My passion is to make content, whether it's through photography, through videos, through the podcast, not only for social media, but in real life, in the physical forms, to take photos and video of weddings, of corporate portraits, graduations, family portraits, whatever it is, right? Well, I kept doing it so much that that's all I did, that it didn't leave time for anything else. But also I got tired of it. Not that I wanted to stop, but I needed a break. So the different things that I did, and again, this was thanks to help from my wife, is that we actually expanded our backyard patio. We added some pavers, we rearranged the stuff we had out there. We added a little fire pit, and then tomorrow we're gonna go and get a couch, an outdoor patio couch. So that's something like a completely different project that I didn't put on video, didn't put on podcast, other than the fact that I'm talking about it now. And I did that on purpose. I needed something different. I needed a break from it all, and that worked for me. The creativity is back, hence the podcast, hence the video, hence putting it both together at the same time and putting out even more content in the world. But it also gave me a fresh perspective on what I value, not just the passion, not just the creativity, but even my personal life. So it opened a whole bunch of doors for me. So take this past Thanksgiving week, for example. We did the, deals in the shopping for Black Friday, all online, of course. We had Thanksgiving with the family. I saw my family. We got to, hang out. It was really good, and I had a few days off of work as well. That entire week I spent without making or posting content for any, TikTok videos, YouTube videos, the podcast, taking photos. I didn't even touch the camera. I had it up there. I don't know if you can see the shop. I had it up there, collecting dust, so to speak. I had no intention of touching it, not just because I was burnt out, but by that point I had done so many new things that I was like, you know what, I need to take this time off, just reset, recalibrate, so to speak, and then I'll get back into it because I want to. And that's exactly what's happening. Like right now, it's literally, again, 6:40 p.m. At night, and yeah, the creativity hit. I had the idea, bringing it to life was not the difficult part. More so was getting back into this mindset, into this habit of coming up with creativity, writing them down, and then bringing them to life on the channel. So that's definitely something that's being implemented and being brought to the channel is the Coffee Break podcast. I'll have to get a sign maybe somewhere here, or make a little intro. I can make an intro that says Coffee Break with Jorge Padilla, because it is sponsored by me. I'm the host. I'm the one with the ideas, the products. Like I said, this Boya wireless. I know you see a wireless just for the mic, but the wireless, microphone there. So yeah, I'm the sponsor. These lights too are brought by Monster. That's right. Yeah, you can see it by Monster. Those two lights there look really cool, really neat. The camera from Canon, but I'm the one who purchased it, and then the video mic from Rode 2. So you see, I'm the sponsor of the whole channel, the whole brand, and the podcast. There you go. Just kidding. If you want to sponsor me, to all the businesses out there, if you're looking to sponsor any of my content, please let me know. I'll gladly work with you. Okay, so sorry, I'm going off on a tangent there. So yeah, so that's the whole point of how you can learn to avoid that burnout, to get your sense of creativity back, to do things differently. Learn new things about your passion. Take a break from it and do something entirely different that has nothing to do with your passion. Like if I were to go on a hike and not bring the camera, I'd be okay with that, because I need a break, I need to recalibrate. If you're trying to do something completely new to add into the passion, again, learning and building on it, do that. Even if you're not good at it, even if you've never done it before, it's a whole new experience. It'll help to rekindle that creativity that you already have. And then again, if you need to take that break, take the break. Be honest with yourself. Know how to identify when you need a break, how you feel, whether you're just anxious, you're at a loss for ideas and thoughts, or just like whatever. Take a break. Step away from a bit. The phone will be there. The channel will be there. The TikToks will be there. When you're ready, just come right back. And I'm not the only one who's uncovered this or done this in the history of, social media. Plenty of other people do it. Content creators alike, have done this in the past, whether they take a week off or a whole month or even a whole year. It happens. I've seen it from people like Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat. It's okay to take a break and be honest with yourself. Again, you want to be consistent with it to grow your brand, but when it comes to maintaining that sense of creativity and avoiding burnout, you do need to have some breaks. So yeah, so that was the whole point of this podcast and the video for this channel for Coffee Break. Again, I'll create a playlist titled Coffee Break, so any other podcast episodes on here, I'll post them on that playlist for the channel. And then again, you can find it under Coffee Break on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's available everywhere already. This is probably the 4th episode of it, but like I said, it started with fitness, so there was a lot more episodes that I had to update and create a whole new website for, because I did change the whole, direction of the brand. Again, it was with fitness. I changed it into just being me. Me full time is not fitness. I'm not about that life. To those of you who are, I commend you on it. Hats off to you. You do incredible things and you inspire others like myself. When I needed that help and I was on that part of my journey, the path to get to where I am now. But yeah, that's not for me. I do love making content. I love making and learning new things and experimenting with things and apparently talking on this podcast. So yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed it, I hope you follow along. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Leave a like and comment. I really appreciate it. Let me know as well in the comments what you think about not just what I discussed, but how you avoid burnout, how you maintain your sense of creativity, your experience with that, and how much you love coffee. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend. Peace.